This isn't a breakup story. It's not a confession, and it's definitely not an apology. This is a reflection on why I chose to be single on purpose. Not because I fear love, but because I respect it too much to invite it into chaos. I didn't step away from dating to isolate. I stepped inward to integrate. What you're hearing is what happens when the nervous system steadies, the field clears, and connection becomes a choice instead of a pattern. For a long time, I thought being single meant something was wrong with me, that I was avoiding connection, that I was hiding, that I was just introverted or shy. But the truth is sharper than that. I'm single because I refuse to treat intimacy like a scoreboard. I don't subscribe to the idea that sleeping with more people makes you more of a man. That masculinity needs proof, that depth is weakness. For me, intimacy is sacred. It's presence, consent, a shared nervous system exhale. Connection, when it's real, moves energy. It heals memory. It reorganizes the body. Not everyone experiences sexuality that way. Many people only see it as a physical act. And that's where misunderstanding begins. When people make fun of celibacy, it's usually because they don't understand energy. Sexual energy isn't just something to release. It's something that can be redirected, refined, and transformed. In yoga, this is called brahmacharya. In psychology, it shows up as impulse regulation and focus. In lived experience, it feels like clarity, returning to the body. Society often equates sex with happiness. So when someone steps away intentionally, people assume you're missing out, or repressed, or broken. Sometimes the mockery isn't about you at all. It's projection, discomfort with self-control, fear of stillness. I've been married twice, once to a version of myself trying to fit a mold that was never mine, cold, disconnected, performative. The second time, love blurred into survival, trauma-bonded attachment, losing myself while trying to keep connection. Substances were present in both chapters, not as the cause but as symptoms. So I stopped asking why this kept happening to me and started asking what in me was still unresolved. Psychology explains this clearly. When the nervous system is dysregulated, we don't attract partners, we attract mirrors. Unhealed attachment seeks familiarity, not safety. The brain confuses intensity with intimacy, and dating too early reactivates survival before regulation has a chance to anchor. That's when singleness became conscious, not punishment, not avoidance, integration. I chose celibacy not because sex is bad, but because energy exchange is real. Every intimate connection leaves a residue, emotional memory, nervous system imprint. Unfinished stories stored in the body. When those exchanges pile up, people often feel drained, foggy, or ungrounded. That's not weakness, that's the residual effect. Celibacy creates a pause. No new energy coming in, no new attachments forming. It allows the system to reset, to return to its natural rhythm, to reclaim personal, emotional, and spiritual power. For me, it wasn't about deprivation. It was about restoration. I combined it with movement, breathwork, meditation, salt baths, stillness. Healing isn't passive. It's embodied work, pain, surgeries, rehabilitation, strength rebuilding. You don't invite partnership while your system is still under construction. Dating showed me something else too, when the connection leaned only toward physical access without emotional presence. I bounced quicker than autocorrect embarrassing you. Clear, no resentment, no negotiation. There were moments where genuine interest appeared, but I was so deep in healing that I sent mixed signals without realizing it, and they walked away. That's okay, timing matters. Something shifted as my regulation stabilized. My inner dialogue softened. My presence slowed. Animals approached me, children lingered. Conversations deepened. That's not fantasy. That's coherence. When the nervous system is calm, the field changes. Psychology calls it safety, physics calls it resonance, spirituality calls it alignment. Now, something feels different, not rushed, not desperate, not searching. Open, steady, grounded. I'm pouring the love I used to chase, outward back into myself, and as my life reorganizes, I'm enjoying it. Learning myself, choosing myself, I'm proud when people say I'm not like other men. They mean it as comparison. I receive it as confirmation. I don't perform masculinity. I embody it. I had to become my own man, and in doing so, learn to honor both my masculine and feminine intelligence. Singleness gave me clarity, strength, order, self-trust. My heart healed enough to hear its own rhythm again. That quiet, steady beat that says I am safe. And that's the only place love can arrive from. I know when love comes now, it won't be what my ego wants. It will be what my body recognizes. A resonance, not a chase. A reflection, not a rescue. I created this channel as a living record of my becoming. A place to speak honestly about healing, regulation, identity, and consciousness without performance. This is where I document what it looks like to live a spiritual life in a human body, to learn through experience, to teach what I've embodied, to stay curious instead of certain. And yes, part of this journey is leaving space for someone to meet me here. Not to complete me, not to save me, but to create with me. She may share every interest or bring her own world entirely. What matters is the frequency, presence, safety, vision. My heart knows what it wants. Singleness was never absence. It was the training ground.